Maybe not on mine. Probably, oh, I'm good. Okay.
Can you guys see my finger?
Can you see me now?
Look, there's a map right over there. See, I'm like Pepsi to Bob pointing at a map or something.
Well,
Hope that works.
dirty finger. Okay, I must
Man,
have
my
seen
fingers
it,
look
I guess.
huge on the desktop.
There we are. Well,
Okay, I
There
don't
we
want
are.
that great big
Okay.
giant size right now.
took
I
me a
want-
long way. All right.
That right there.
Hey, y'all. Who's here, baby?
I don't know, I'm not reading it.
Oh, well, Nathan first, second, and third. Okay. Okay, Nathan watched the Billie Jo Visibility Challenge video that I put on my Facebook profile. My cheeks were red. And what'd you think there, Nathan? Do you have any,
Hey, I just got a notification. Hope this works. It's
me
going
too,
live.
right on.
They're going the same time as we
criticism.
are.
Oh, no.
Hope this works.
No, that's us, dear. Are you ready? Dave's here.
So yeah, she was super nervous.
Oh boy, it's killing me.
Making a video is actually really simple. I said it's easy. It's so
Not
easy.
easy.
You just got to push the record button, Billie Jo.
That's not easy. It's
Yep.
simple. It's a simple step. It's a simple process. All you have to do, I go out in the truck because it's quiet. Because when Kevin's in here typing, he like types like Thor's hammer. And there's dogs and it's noisy. Okay, so I go out in the truck. It's quiet. It's a safe place to be. It's a safe space. It's quiet. And I hold my phone up and push it. My hand will get tired before I push that button. Feel better?
Well, I was a bit out of frame. I wanted to make sure.
Oh, you want in on it too. You can so turn it some more that way.
No.
Really,
We had to
truly.
both be in it.
Well,
But anyway, as long as you can still hear us, guys.
can you hear me now?
Guess who is here? We didn't welcome who's here.
I got Nathan. I got Dave.
We got Dan too. You know Dan? I know Dan.
Hi, Dan.
Dan lives in Mississippi. He's
Nice.
one of my favorite YouTube channels. He's a little larger channel. Mr. Dan's always
Oh,
doing.
Mr. Dan. Oh, don't let nobody dull your shine, right?
There you
right.
go.
Yeah.
Mr.
I love
Dan is
Mr.
here.
Right
Thank
on.
you, Mr. Dan, for showing up. Don't
That's
let
it.
nobody dull your shine. He is,
That's awesome.
yeah, Mr. Dan's a cool dude. But anyway, Virginia here, Dave here, a couple Daves. Jim's here. Farmer Brad is here. Hello, Farmer Brad. Nathan's here. Sam's here. Bob's here. Did you say hi to Bob?
Hi, Bob.
Eli's here.
Hi, Eli.
Patricia Clark is here. Hello. If this is your first time, Patricia Clark, welcome. Wooden One is here. He's a brand new content creator. He only showed up because I promised him a free shout out. But you got to stay all the way to the end, Wooden One, and I'll give you your shout out. Isn't that kind of like a shout out right there?
It's kind of a teaser for a
Kind of a
shout-out.
teaser for a shout out.
He likes to make you wait, doesn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
Gerald Farms is here.
Hey, y'all. I've been practicing my hey, y'all.
I can type it really good.
Hey, y'all.
It's starting to rain, guys.
Yes, it is. It's
We're
supposed to snow.
Under a
Snow.
winter storm warning.
Oh, I see accumulation in our future.
I went to the grocery store with Billie Jo because it's our go to town day for the week, right? We'll go to town, and I walk in the grocery store, and I looked at the cashier lady and the little packer dude, and I says, it's not my fault. And they both kind of looked at me puzzled. I says, I wear shorts for the very first time this year, and they issue a winter storm warning
snows
for
in
us.
April.
It's not my fault.
When it snows in July, they're going to kick you out. Okay.
So, yeah, it was so nice. It was 62. We've had a couple 60-degree days.
Oh, I found spring was lovely.
She
It was
found
so
spring.
nice to see spring. Now this is spring snow though, and in Wyoming, spring snow is the stuff that is thick and heavy and wet. And I remember years where roofs collapsed because of the spring snow in this area. It holds a lot of moisture.
Yep.
I was at the Walmart in Spearfish, South Dakota on 2 separate occasions. The day
Yep.
when later that day the roof collapsed. Same place. Roof twice. They figured it out eventually, I think. But yeah. Some arcades.
So I got a full list today, guys. First on that
on the agenda. All right.
sort of. I even have some links prepared, and any links that I just randomly mention, my mods will probably pick up because they are awesome. Homesteader Bob is on the road right now. It's a South Carolina Roadshow. I've already visited 2 homesteads.
I liked those videos too. They were
Yes.
fun. Was a Rose and a Sharon, and I can't ever remember the order that is in.
Well,
they were fun to watch.
Rosa Sharon Homestead,
Right.
they stopped there.
I was jealous of their greenhouse.
Yep.
Yep.
And the next place was.
I loved her.
Brushy-
She was like
yeah,
gonna learn how to ride ATVs and
Yep.
shoot guns and
Yep.
run a chainsaw, which right on. I might need to know stuff like that too.
That is 3rd homestead right now. Yes, dueling laptops, Mr. Dan. Actually, we have. This is our. We've got a certain kind
Makerspace.
of maker space, wabi sabi feng shui.
It is what it is. But I want a hutch because I have stacks.
Yeah, that's one of my woodworking
Yeah.
projects. But anyway, that is a squirrel. Anyway, thank you. Prepster Bob's at his 3rd homestead right now, but they stopped at Brushy Creek Homestead. Don't have a YouTube channel, but it's an older gal, retired, and she's in Missouri. And yeah, Bob is gonna have the actual instructional videos on the Prepster Bob channel. But the Self-Reliant Roadshow did a great video, so
Thinking too, Bob.
it was.
Yeah.
What? No.
I'm excited.
That's right. Brushy Creek Mills.
Yeah.
Tater was just a character. They were down in Missouri. He built his own mill. He's actually a nuclear engineer, or so the Navy says. He was a Navy man, and
Yeah.
he was a nuclear engineer, knows how to split an atom, and actually knows how to make a GMO. They're milling their own grain, and they're in contact with some pretty big companies, but it seems like a fantastic fellow. You know, they were there to watch that video. As actually, they were on the live stream Sunday night. That was super cool. Met with those folks. Tater is a character. What else did I have before I squirreled?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sure there's stuff here.
I did a live stream today testing out Streamlabs OBS or Streamlabs mobile app. So I live streamed on the Making Sawdust channel through Streamlabs app, and it seemed to turn out pretty good. Had a couple dropped frames, but and a couple complaints of some broken audio. I haven't watched. It was like 30 minutes. I haven't watched the actual video now. Notice the chat's not there, which is weird. But maybe that's a Streamlabs setting. But I'm actually going to try this week doing some tests. Hope this works. Streamlabs via the mobile.
You were gonna try that now.
You
chicken out again. Yeah.
I do always
He's
chicken.
afraid to break the internet. That's what happens.
test it. Next
right,
week, I think
yep.
we have some OBS happening. I'm going to be able to share some stuff with you guys. I made a video. Frank from Frank Carey's Homestead sent me we did a mail call during last week's live stream, that 40 Ford delivery, and that was so cool. I actually did a mail call video of that. Thanking him up one side and down the other. Frank and Carey are so awesome people. You have got to, and I'm sure probably 90% of you folks are already subscribed to this channel, but I'm going to keep saying it because they're just fantastic people. That is that video right there. Click on it, open another window, come directly back, Nathan. don't get squirreled off and watch that video and not hang out with us, Nathan. Uh, what else did I do? Oh, I pumped 1,000 gallons of water out of our pond. And now it's raining. It's going to fill our pond up, hopefully.
We should get some moisture out of this next bit, yeah.
And I hooked up some more rain catchment, or at least emptied out the reservoirs of the rain catchment. So we're going to get some water out of that deal.
Yep.
Water in the garden beds again. The sort of lasagna gardening. Composting. One of this week's projects is actually really developing my spring composting area. I've got so much thatch and stuff raked up. I've got dog poo, I've got ash, and I've got sand. We've got some other stuff, and we want to get it going. But I have a fence sort of in the way of a future project. And I don't really want to put it on the outside of the fence because it's just going to create more labor for me. So I'm trying to mad scientist a perfect location for my composting area, which requires some of the inspirationally collected items to be properly distributed into.
He needs to organize his hoard.
Yeah, I was just trying to make it sound so cool.
There is some of that. I mean, if you're going to be responsible for inventory, it is what it is. And, we've had that area. Now it's growing, and it needs to be great if you had a barn. But
right.
We talked about a lean-to. We've talked a lot in the last couple weeks about the placement of things, trying to figure out what goes where so we don't have to move it.
Yep. So we've been pretty good at almost balancing what is the most important thing to do next with regards to expanding or changing our pig pen area, things like that, expanding the side of the shop for lumber storage, efficiency with things that I do have. The hoard is not like higgledy-piggledy scattered all over the place.
No.
I have nice organized piles of things.
But it could be organized, processed.
Yeah. And part of that, the processing. So actually I have quite a few video clips already, and I want to make this video. I mentioned it last week's live stream, and I want to make this video of how I manage the inspirational collection. How do you be efficient with the things that you are saving, and how do you store them? More of how I do it when I don't have a gigantic pole barn to just stick everything in. So that's coming out.
Bye, Bob.
Bye, Bob. Cal is here from Southern Country Living. Cal is a man in Georgia, my friend in Georgia, that has Berry College Eagles. You remember the GoPro nest? He has a...
Sorry.
Okay, they don't know what your funny look means.
I know.
I know what your funny look means.
Yeah.
I'm not really reading the chat, I'm just talking.
Well, I was catching up.
Okay.
And I think,
Do I have to back up?
No. Sam asked if Dave and Amanda have seen your shirt. I think they have. Because I remember a comment or something once upon a time.
They were still in Manitoba. Yeah, they can see it. Yeah. I didn't know if you could see it from the camera, but yeah. They were in Manitoba when he first commented on it at Dubois Homestead. So that's pretty cool.
Right on. Okay, sorry. I had to look and see what shirt it was. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, anyway. What was I talking about?
Your guess is as good as mine. What do you want to talk about? What were we talking about?
I mean, just inspirational collection.
Right.
I'm going to burn through this.
Making a move. All right.
Yeah, I pumped 1,000 gallons of water. That was pretty cool. So...
Saves money.
One of the big things this year...
Saves trips, saves hardship on the truck if we can collect water here.
Yep. And it's great garden water. I have a well out there that was hand dug. That pond will be dry in another month probably. So, and that's where my well is that I hand dug. It's only 16 feet deep, but my plan is to re-dig it, pull the casing and dig it larger diameter and hopefully another 10 feet. and then I'll be able to have a better head volume of water in my casing. And then I'm gonna build a doghouse and I think solar panel pump up to our garden area and house and everything. So
Hope that works, right?
that is one of the biggest things I need to complete this year is water project. That's what we're naming it, is the water project.
It's a big part of the systems.
And actually, it wouldn't be completed before Bob gets here, but he can certainly help with some eyeballing and some engineering and some. Well, sorry about that, Cal. That's where I was. Cal, I was telling you about Cal at Southern Country Living. The Berry College Eagles. He had a webcam up in the tree, and the little baby eagles died.
Oh.
Yeah. So he's watching Johnson City Eagles in Tennessee now, which is cool. It's still super cool, but it's too bad. That video was back a month or so ago. I want to about that.
Say hey to Jay.
Hey Jay.
Hey Jay.
Or is it Guy? And when is episode 5?
Ooh, wow.
There was some.
Name there.
There was some real stuff going on in episode 4. Guy met a gal. Yeah.
In a beaver coat?
Well, not really sure.
Okay.
Could be another YouTube channel.
It could be another YouTube channel.
Yeah, I think it's actually because it's theatrics. There's theatrics. I mean, it's a story he's trying to tell. You know.
Right.
Yeah, so
it's a love story.
It's a love story. You know. It's interesting. Maybe I should cue that link.
Cue that link.
Guy in a beaver coat. Playlist.
Right.
I could search for it, but it'd take me a minute, guys. Cal says he could have used a better water catchment or a good water catchment system. So he got some rain, it sounds like.
Oh.
You know. Yeah, Dave, the depth of standing water is important. Hopefully, big plan is hopefully we can get a bobcat or a front end loader and excavate our pond. Because if I can get past our water table, the thing may stay filled all year round. You know, there's a couple ponds, and one that we come in on the main road.
We see water, yeah.
He has a pond year round. That big U-shaped one on the back side of the house. You know, he dug that. So anyway. I did composting, didn't I? I did. 1,000 gallons, did that. Testing slabs. I'm engineering my solar panel mount because I have an off-grid workshop. The first thing that I need to power is this piece of equipment that's about like this big or this big, and then it's hooked to these other two things that are like this. And I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's gonna. Hopefully, I can produce a pretty creative video. But I need the solar panel.
You're killing me.
Why? Because you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
I know.
Because I can see it in my head.
She laughs at me all the time. Wouldn't it be so cool hanging out with Kevin?
It is kind of fun, right?
See? Aren't we? We still have 14 people hanging out.
Imagine that. Oh.
Yeah, Dave, I have a 4-inch casing. I think I want to put in a 6 or an 8. Calculated the volume and head that I would need for a low recovery well. That's basically what it's going to be, is a low recovery well. So I just need to pump it slow to a large tank. That's really how I have to combat the amount of rainwater we're going to get every year versus, my desire to drill a $10,000 well, which I don't want to do, or haul water for the rest of our stay, So I need a low recovery, and that's what I got. I keep on digging, Dave.
On digging.
And I'll make a video too. So I'm working on my solar panel mount. I found some calculations on the angle calculations, optimum angle for your solar panel based on your
You
latitude.
showed me that the one day. You were
Yeah.
real surprised about it.
I was actually really surprised on how that calculated out. I made a CAD model of it, so I'm not going to over-engineer the thing. It's basically going to be a 2x4 frame, nice piece of plywood, some gussets. I have to make it windproof-ish. It's going to be mounted on my roof, but I don't want it to act like a balloon. So I have to make
Wind,
it
it
pretty
blows.
freaking strong, but I also want to make it adjustable. So adjust it every 2 weeks or something, climb up, pull a couple pins, put them back in. That's kind of how I'm engineering it.
I remember asking you, we talked about this last time, would hail damage it?
That is really my next question. I wonder how resilient they are.
The summer storms here, we go through periods where hail isn't going to happen.
We have golf balls sometimes.
Yeah.
So I was wondering about the deflection if I put a piece of 1/4-inch polycarbonate in a frame on top of it, maybe spaced away from the panel. I wonder if, obviously the polycarbonate is going to repel the hail. It's going to damage the solar panel. But what about the efficiency of the panel itself? The capturing of the solar energy. I wonder if you guys have any experience in that. Bueller? What?
See. Yeah, I would think I would ask the manufacturer of the solar panel too, and
Definitely.
see what they say.
Yeah.
See if what they think it'll withstand.
What they think
think it'll handle. Yeah.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of a yurt? I'm like, not in Wyoming. Nope.
Winter storm.
Okay.
There's this guy that claims to have built the smallest end grain cutting board.
This is pretty exciting.
Sam, you can't answer. Does anybody know who that guy is? He's in here tonight. Did I give it away by saying Sam?
Yeah.
Did I say that too loud? Anyway, Sam at Green Acre
Good job, Nathan.
has claimed to build the smallest cutting board. Last night he did a live stream, encouraged by others, I think, announcing there is going to be a playlist and a collaboration. It just so happens I know a woodworker.
Are you stating your intention here?
I think one of the comments was you have to officially, in a YouTube video, announce your potential participation in the Tiniest End Grain Cutting Board Challenge, sponsored by greenacrehomestead.com.
Well, there you go.
greenacreworkshop.com. Sorry.
Okay.
Cue that link.
Cue that link, Sam. Right on. I am excited. I want it to be a keychain when you're done. I'm telling you.
It's been running through my head. Like I was falling asleep last night. I usually kind of try and relax by just playing out the first half hour of the next day. What am I going to do first? Make coffee. I'm going to sit down at the computer. And I'm going to look at my calendar and adjust my list. So I just kind of do that. And what I was thinking about is, how tiny could I actually make it? What should I shoot for? What is the size? And how could I make it unique? The actual building of it, but also how could I make the video very unique? So that's where the squirrels were, like 20 minutes.
Oh, that's fun.
Actually wondering how tiny could I actually make it? And not even knowing how to do it. I mean, how would you...
You can do it.
I've seen the Japanese guys make those boxes and stuff that have a million combinations. This is just a cutting board. I can't figure that out.
You'll figure it out.
No.
Yeah, you will.
Maybe.
You will.
So I'm going to enter that contest challenge.
Awesome.
I think Jim said he was in too. End grain, totally end grain, man. That is. He's making a trophy to mail the winner. keep it until you're beat. Then you got to mail it to the next person. That is awesome, Sam.
Tiny little trophy.
Tiny little trophy?
Tiny little trophy.
No, minimum number of squares, Dave is saying.
Let's see here. Minimum number of squares. Okay, could you do? Wow.
I think the trouble is proportion at that
Right
point.
on, exactly. Okay, I'm trying to imagine. I know what size he told me he was thinking about. Now, I'm wondering, miniatures. If you had a dollhouse and it had an end grain cutting board in it, how big would it be?
Oh, yeah. Our house is pretty small there.
I mean, I don't even know how to scale that in my head, so.
I know it. Nathan says he's in.
It might be close to what you said, maybe.
Half an inch, Dave is saying.
At least 20 segments. How many segments go on a full-size cutting board?
That's what I'm saying, proportion then. Like, I mean, it depends. I mean, my end grains, the 4 that I have built, latest 4, I bet you there's at least 100.
That's a lot.
Okay. But mine are pretty small.
Yeah.
You know, some of my blanks are 1/4 inch by 3/4 of an inch.
Okay.
Okay. I've seen end grains that could possibly only have about 20. You know, a large board, but the chunks are bigger. Let's just say that.
You've done cheese board. Have you done cheese board?
Well, that's not an end grain.
Right.
But if I cut that cheese board up into an end grain just to help you visualize,
Okay.
that board would probably have 50 or so.
Okay. Segments.
You know.
Okay.
Big Wave Dave is in. Sam, define the rules and I'll play.
Right on. Say hi to PG Nano Farm.
I did,
Or
actually.
did you already?
Yeah, I
Oh,
kind
where
of.
was I? Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
She says she's listening in.
Right on.
Yep. So hi anyway, if you listen.
Hey.
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 Man, I'm rocking things.
Woo.
Did
Moving
that,
right
did that.
along. All right. Halfway point. Ish. Ish. What?
Who's that?
Probably Nora.
Really?
Are you fussy? Jeez.
So she's here to answer the question, but it's still a half an hour in, so we can't answer that question yet.
What's the question?
What's the question?
We don't know yet.
Actually, we do.
We do. Oh, have we shared that with me?
No.
I didn't think so. Fine. All right.
So if you want to see Billie Jo's first 90-day challenge video, her visibility challenge, please explain what visibility is, guys.
Visibility is... I could talk for a while about visibility. Let me see just short of it here. Visibility is showing up. It's being authentic. You know, a real person with real life. And open about things that are, you know, not painfully transparent, but transparent about things, what you're doing and what you're going through. Documenting a journey. Visibility is also about marketing. And if I want to reach people whom I think I can help, I need to put it out there. I'm a support person. That's who I am. I like to work in the background. I want to be support for people. But I have to make the offer available to them. And putting my face on video and trying to say something smart and helpful. And how to say my name. That's being visible. So there is a Facebook group. It's a private coaches like Facebook group. Where the fellow who puts the group on has inspired several of us to take up the challenge of doing 30 videos in 91 days. I have 28 videos left to post. And I've done several practice videos. But it is so far from easy. It's a simple procedure to push the record button. But it's fraught with terror. it's scary, man. And, you know, it's scared of stuff that isn't even really worth being scared of. I go sit in the truck. It's safe. What place could be safer? There, you know, I mean, it's just noisy in here. and the lighting just sucks. But you know, I can go out there and I can hold my phone and talk for a minute, you know, and just get used to doing that. Now he's done. I asked him today. I said, "How many videos have you done?"
Oh, published over 200.
Over 200.
Director's floor cuts. Oh my gosh.
He's got outtakes.
I probably trashed 200 videos also. So yeah. So I say it's easy. It is. Just do it. Just it's easy.
This is actually way easier than that.
Be the person that you are, and people that like you will follow you, and that's who you want.
And that's who you want.
And
yeah.
that's
who I
what
want
makes
to
you
talk
smile.
to.
You know.
That's where the magic is.
Yeah.
Yep.
And your tribe, your the people of your like kind will just keep coming.
And so I pontificated a little bit in the new video about.
I sort of know what that word is.
I used it on him the other day.
Should have seen the look.
Didn't know what that meant. But anyway, the second video I did was about conquering that fear. You can have paralysis in your stage fright. Fear of doing a thing, which your fears are not necessarily even real. But the fears, the thoughts that you're having that are fear thoughts, instigate you. You know, they kick off your fight or flight response, which your body is doing things, and you're gonna want to not do the thing that is making you have the fear thoughts. But there are ways, you know, to conquer that. You just figure out how to push the button. If you have anybody out there who has some need or some motivation to talk out loud to people,
right,
want to be on YouTube, if you're having a hard time, frankly, I'd be happy to talk to you about it, find out what those fears are, and take a look at them in daylight and say, hey, maybe there's a different way of looking at this. You know, that's what it's about. You know, it's about self-acceptance and not trying to prove anything to anybody, just being who you are.
Cue that link.
I don't have any big finishes. I got no outro. No outro. The outro is weak here. He's got good outro. I just stop.
That's so funny.
It's the way it is. I'll figure it out.
It's awesome. What was I gonna say? Oh, Claudia's here. Why doesn't it show up in my comments here? I see it over here. Well, that's weird. Oh, I think I know what to do. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's what creatives do. Yes. Yes, Claudia, it's what creatives do. I quoted somebody on my, good segue actually. I quoted somebody on my latest blog post about creative. It was so neat. I actually still have it pulled up here. What did I say? Oh yeah. It was from a book written by Michael Gungor. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. The name of the book was The Crowd, the Critic, and the Muse. A book for creators.
Oh.
Right?
Good comments here. All right.
Oh, what did I do?
I don't know what to do.
Oh, Sam. Yes, I know. It's like finally somebody said, hope this works.
Right.
In a video.
That always tickles him. Yes.
Gary the Bearded Woodworker said it in an Instagram post the other day, and that was fantastic too.
Yeah, he told me that. He mentioned it out loud. Yeah. Wooden One says, my issue is I have so much to do already. I'm afraid that if I throw a camera in the mix with editing and all that comes with that, I'll have even less time to do what I want to do. And I remember Exactly. Hearing those words coming out of Kevin's mouth.
Almost verbatim.
Yeah, back in the beginning. And
Totally.
the way to conquer that is just do it. Figure it out.
That's so uninstructional,
I
but
know,
that's
but
the
you
only way
push
I
the
know
button.
how to.
Push the button.
You got to start at step one.
You go you wherever you are in your space, okay? You know, he built a tripod. That was the first thing he ever built out of wood when we lived here. A tripod for his phone.
Yep,
So he could do a video that said, "Hi, Mom." And the trommel video was way back then, you know.
That was hard.
And just was really struggling with trying to figure out how do I add this dimension to trying to get this done.
Right.
How am I gonna? I mean, he enjoyed making videos, and wanted to do. It was supposed to be woodworking videos. Then he ended up doing homestead videos instead.
Because I wanted to share what I was doing because it was kind of a chronicle, and then I just started going down that road, and it was.
I was busy. Says I get to go, gang. See y'all later. Just wanted to stop by and say hello. I rarely make it to lives anymore. So busy. All right.
I would love to know what's actually happening.
That'd be great. Ouch.
Be back, yeah. It just. Yeah. Weird. Didn't happen last week at all. The week before it did, right? Like the 36-minute mark. And the week before that was like the 24-minute mark. That is so weird. This is actually the same stream, though. I just interrupted the stream. Done. I wonder if...
Yay.
That's weird. But anyway. That threw me off the game, sweetie pie.
Well, it's okay. We're back. I don't know who broke the internet. It actually happens in half an hour every time.
Ish. Yeah, within a few minutes. One way.
So do we know? I mean,
except for the last time.
You need to move your stream.
What do you mean?
Change it. Start your stream at 4:30, and then see if half an hour in, it still happens, or if it's just something that happens here every day at 5:30.
Huh. Gotta do something.
Well, yeah. Next Tuesday, your stream is at 4:30.
Sam's not saying it's aliens, but
we're gonna find out whether it is whether it's the equipment or the signal.
You think? Okay.
I mean, it's raining. It's not sunspots today.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Could be aliens, but it happens every time.
I was talking about a blog post, wasn't
I?
Claudia, yes, I was reading a quote
yes,
from some dude.
That's right.
Yes.
I remember.
Yeah, let's get back to there. Michael Grundor, it's on my blog post. It is basically, it's the first blog post of, I'm going to interview a bunch of really cool makers from all types of stuff, and I've never done that. And
it's exciting,
I'm going to write some cool stuff about it, which I've never done before.
And he will not let fear hold him back.
I am going for it, right?
Who's first? Who's the first one?
Well, if you ate first, you last.
No, who's the first one?
That's like Ricky Bobby thing. They get it. What? Who's the first? The first isn't even
it's
here
tonight. It's
tonight.
like the only movie he knows. Okay.
I see the second here tonight. I see the third can't be here tonight, but I know that person. The fourth.
Jeez Louise, nobody's here.
The fourth is here tonight.
Saw him too, yes. So that leaves how many spots? 8?
There is one individual in here that I don't think has made it official yet, so there's 5.
Wow, okay.
You know, I've actually got a little schedule written down if the first one ever shows up. But it's right here. Hello, off-grid homesteading woman. You know who that is?
Who is it?
That is Eric Off-Grid Bound's better half.
Oh, right. Yep. That's funny, Sam. The neighbor does a weekly test of their military grade microwaves in sync at this time. I like that answer.
I wonder.
That's funny.
I only really have the one over the hill.
And they could be doing anything. Yeah.
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 Poor Frank.
Oh. Everybody hug Frank.
Everybody hug Frank, please. Frank and Carrie, please. Squirrely Acres Where Nuts Come Together. Just popped in. They put out a really cool video. I think it was yesterday. I've watched about 2 minutes of it so far. Squirrely Acres Where Nuts Come Together. It's like actually officially still winter where they're at.
Oh.
Yeah, there's more winter there than there is here. So I feel bad. I figured our winter was hanging on.
It seemed like it took long.
Yeah. Dave, you found a little squirrel emoji. That was a chipmunk, actually. I hovered over it. It says chipmunk. Sorry. Huge hugs, yes.
6-1.
So anyway, the book, Michael Gungor, The Crowd, the Critic, and the Muse, a book for creators. This quote is, I used to flirt with fundamentalism, and I had this idea that creation was something that happened. Now I see creation as something happening. Hundreds of millions of stars are still being born every day. Creation is an ongoing process. The artist has not yet cleaned out the brushes. The paint is still wet. Human beings are small clumps of clay and breath, and we have been handed brushes of our own, like young artist apprentices. The brushes aren't ours, nor the paint or canvas, but here they are in our hands, on loan. What shall we make? So the title of that blog is Meet the Maker Gathering, but it is about the questions that arose in my head. What is a maker? Do I qualify as a maker? Does he qualify as a maker? What do makers do? Do makers do it all? Can you be a maker when you do this or that or the other thing? You know? So that's where you land in my blog post, and it's I'd really like it if you just go check it out and just read it. It's kind of a first time for me. That's a pretty big project.
Yep.
Not.
You worked hard at that.
Yeah, I really did. So I'd love that, guys. But yeah.
That's a good quote. I like that quote. It reminds me, I think it's Stephen Pressfield. About it's kind of the war of art thing. You know? Well, let me think of it, if I can think of it.
Well, I use that quote from that quote.
Do you want a different quote?
No, you.
Oh, I can't think of it. I'll have to.
I can't either.
I don't remember.
But it's kind of neat because the quote that I put at the bottom of my footer of my webpage, and I've said this before, I said it out in the greenhouse last fall about it's Theodore Roosevelt. It's not the critic that counts, nor the man who points out how strong the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena. It's like, so when I found that quote a couple weeks ago from that book, I was like, oh, that is so fitting.
Right.
That is just, that total ties in. So part of that, decide to do it and push the button, you know. We sat on not setting up a website for over a year until one day I just pulled the trigger because I'm going to do it. I don't know anything about it, and I'm going to do it. So thank you for sharing my excitement. My website is 31 days old, you know. So by creating, you have to just get in. That's my inspiration for the day.
Right on.
That's all I got.
That's it.
Other than we have the Bob Ross of woodworking in the room, I think. He's still here. You know who that is?
Bob Ross?
Well, yeah, the Bob Ross painter dude. He's dead, but
Of course I know who Bob Ross is.
Bob Ross of woodworking. Yeah, he's here.
Mm.
So, yeah, there you go. There's Jim. Oh, Jim's on the list. He is scheduled for a published release blog, maybe documenting part of his journey, interviewing him, maybe some native video. We haven't talked about all the dynamics of his actual interview, but I have it on my calendar to publish his interview on my website June 1st. Yes, it's going to stick. If that's... Oh yeah, your nickname, the Bob Ross Woodworking, it is going to stick. Actually, it's written down, Jim, and it is actually going in a draft on my blog, your blog. So, yes, it's going to stick.
Bob Ross of Woodworkers, huh?
I want to really try to be creative in the writing, tell a story, you know, truthful and creative, and maybe a titch of dry humor, you know. So if I could work in, you know, the Bob Ross and make it really float, I'm going to do it, Jim. And I promise to never, ever, ever, ever kick you out of the live stream again, accidentally.
Accidentally, okay.
Yeah. Better than the Roto Rooter woodwork. Yep. Hey, the Bob Ross. Cue up that link of the most Rossy video. I think that's already been queued. Got her on. Plant those onions. See you, Lance. Thank you for joining us. Amanda says she needs her shirt with that. Canadian fast food. I don't know where I got this shirt. I think I know where I got this shirt. I paid $1 for this shirt.
Seconds on the Avenue.
Yeah, Seconds on the Avenue in that big town that's up the road.
Yep.
I like paying $1 for t-shirts. Now that brings up a perfect question.
Store it is. What's that?
We were at town here a few weeks back. We were pulling out of town. I said, hey, they got the new car wash open. And it's next to a dog wash.
Yeah.
And we had a conversation. Huh. What if you wash a dog too much, it wears out like a t-shirt? Can anybody, I mean, never mind. Not a good joke. Andrew would have laughed. He laughs at his jokes. So anyway, first guy on the Meet the Maker schedule is the Bearded Giant. He's not here. He's probably at the factory doing something. That is going to be the 20th of this month. I have a week and a half to rope him down, make him talk to me.
And make him talk, huh? It should be good. You guys just do it however it works, and whatever feels.
Yep. It's going to be kind of a multimedia type. I want to incorporate native video on the website, but then possibly pretty good structured Q&A, but then some, let's learn a little bit about the giant today.
We're going to be genuinely curious about these people.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest things is like getting to
Who
know
are you? Yeah, how do you find out who somebody is like that, though? Good question.
Right.
So, do you have a theme overall, or
multimedia? I want to incorporate native video and then some Q&A, but then some not candid moments, but like something that somebody would find extremely unique about that maker.
Right on. Be authentic to each maker.
Bespoke. Oh, absolutely. Personalized. Totally. That's like on the top.
I love that word.
Personalized.
Bespoke. Farmer Bread said something earlier that made me think about bespoke.
Bespoke.
Yeah. Oh, he was talking about he puts the live streams on TV in the living room, and his girls get confused because it's almost interactive. And I think that is so cool. It's an aspect of YouTube TV that I have never considered before. And I love bespoke. Personalized just tickles me. It's like childhood magic, making somebody something that's just for them, tailored specifically to suit their needs, I love that.
Sam likes bespoke too.
Oh, right on.
I know a guy named Sammy knows some big words too. Oh.
Sam's laughing at me.
Well, he's saying something I don't understand until Bob gets here. Bob has to watch 8 movies with me. But I have to watch those same 8 movies. And pray that they don't have a 9th one coming out on the big screen.
Technically. If Fantastic Beasts, I guess, could be the 9th.
Really? Don't tell Bob.
No.
He'll never stop here. No, 8 was my
That was
limit.
it.
Dropping off your wood at
Never happened.
Colorado.
Nice.
What about the water project, Bob? PG Neural Farm is going to send you a message in a bit. Guess what she did? She sent out a sticker.
Ooh.
Yeah. We're going to trade stickers.
Cool. I love
Yeah, she
trade
sent me a
stickers.
message the other day.
Right on.
Stickers in the mail. Andrew deep down. He's too happy to be Gollum. Okay, well, interesting. And depends on who gets it in first. I actually have Sam on May 4th. So Sam,
I'm sorry.
you laughing about
The
that?
comment. Oh, just cracked me up. Amanda, you just slayed me. Oh.
Sam's going next. I plan on staggering these 2 weeks apart.
Okay.
Okay. And that's I don't know if that's setting a boundary or setting a goal.
Okay, here's
but
something I know about interviews. I have agreed to do an interview with a gal. She has a Facebook group. She helps women empower themselves to. Mostly, she works with folks who are in MLMs and stuff like that. But she's a fun gal.
I'm ready.
Right on. But she had intended to do a series of interviews with women who help others with their empowerment, and we've never done the first interview. So make sure you don't let it off the hook. I think scheduling it like that, one, tells them when they need to be ready. Right?
Yep.
Too happy.
Should be a couple days, but yeah, I'm actually drafting a form with some sample questions, and it's going to also allow you to, if you want to be a interview maker, and a maker could be a gal that knits. So Virginia, if you want, or PG, or I didn't know there was a giant dog under there.
Yep, that's a Bailey.
Anyway, Jim is June 1st, and my Uncle Brian.
Ooh, everybody should have an Uncle Brian.
Yes, my Uncle Brian has agreed. He's actually the 3rd confirmed. He's going to go May 18th.
He's cool.
He is a cool dude.
He's cool.
I don't want to say anything about him because
It'd be a surprise.
He's just.
That'll be fun.
Yep.
That should be a good interview. I mean, I can't wait. I just imagine. I mean, you guys know I like conversations, right? Okay. So that's kind of an exciting conversation. Just the way you guys you're related. It might be a good jam session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, Sam, Andrew talked to me about maybe podcasty in a way, maybe not like actual uncut Andrew and myself talking. If I can figure out some way to incorporate that, like record a Zoom conversation or Skype conversation, and really try to plan that Q&A, and I think the biggest part is I'm scared of maybe myself being fluent and
Sure.
being able to react to segues in the conversation. I might be thinking about the end product, and actually I should just let it go, you know what I mean? So
Just got to get in the moment.
I am open to any type of format, really. This is more
There's no
of,
reason not to do the multimedia that
Yeah.
way, you know.
Yeah, Sam.
If you have some uncomfortable moments or some, when you know, whatever,
Yep, it's
it could be edited.
I think more of my my weight and my direction is going to go towards this is for you. I want to do this for you. I want to produce something cool
It's
for
a way
you.
to tell your get together and tell that
Give it to
person's
ya.
story,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
You know,
to make her story.
so yeah, collaborative. But I got to do the spelling thing, you know. So anyway, we are 4 minutes plus our 6 minute window. Wooden One never got his shout out. Is he still here? Let's see if Wooden One is still here.
So, I think you said bye.
Yeah, he's still here. Yep. I think I pulled him up. Wooden One. Are you laughing at me again?
Nope.
Yeah, he's still here.
Cool.
Let's just do this. New creator. One video. But it was a gigantic metal building. So props to that guy. 30 by 50 metal building. And it was a good video. Built this thing. Now he's going to put all of his tools in there. He's going to set up camera stuff. He's going to make some really cool woodworking projects. So subscribe to this dude because he's probably going to make some really cool stuff.
Right on.
Cool videos. Encourage him. He just joined content creators. Push that button.
Please do.
Rodney. Somebody finally asked him his name.
Oh, good job.
Rodney. You need to shut up. No. You're all right, man. All right, painted sheep. That's the question. Why are the sheep
Oh yeah, I
painted?
remember now. First off, before we do that real quick here, I know Sam swears he ain't gonna cry during the interview.
Right. Okay.
So,
yeah. So
I think we can. I think we can. But anyway, and Amanda said, I just signed up. So hey, right on.
awesome.
I love it. That'd be cool. Okay, so why did they paint the sheep blue? So we're driving down the road and there are these naked sheep. They've been sheared. They're naked sheep and they're blue. And you do a double take.
What?
Did I just see a blue sheep? That's not something you see every day, right? Okay, so, and then the sheep are painted blue. And, like, oh, they have to identify them. So they identify their sheep generally for mating. But ranchers will use all kinds of different ways like that to identify different animals. Cows and sheep and stuff all kind of look alike. So, it's getting to lambing, so they need to know which one done what.
Yeah. I had never seen painted sheep until we lived out.
They're pretty blue.
Yeah.
They look like snow cones.
And when the wind blows really bad, blows them all the way up into the corner.
Like the
I've
tumbleweeds.
seen it. I've totally seen it.
Oh.
I've seen hundreds of sheep at this one ranch. Boop, all blown up into the fence corner. Wind was blowing, man. Boop. Corny joke. Anything else?
I don't know, I answered the question.
Answered the question.
Yeah.
Yep. Stay tuned for the staging area, my inspirational collecting video. I'm making a box tomorrow.
He says.
And I'm making some Fusion 360 drafting videos, and the footstool video is being dropped tomorrow. I've got a lot of stuff for the next week, and we're going to get back on track. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Hope this works. Our Homestead live stream, regularly scheduled programming, just like the Dukes of Hazzard.
Although next week, I'm thinking, well, maybe.
Always. Say what?
Look for it early. Make baby.
We might go
Unless you
early
figure
next
something
week,
out,
but we
know?
will let you folks know.
We'll find out.
Go say hi to us over here at Kevin's Wood Creations. And be kind to your waiters. Pick up your popcorn buckets. Please don't spit on the floor. Turn off the lights when you go home. As always, hope this works.